Hello friends, welcome back to the Economics of Peace curriculum, Module 7, Economics of Natural Resources and Conflict. Unit 2 on Sustainable Resource Management and Peace Building. I am your friendly facilitator Nutan Bharti, Professor and Head, Mass Communications at MERI College, Delhi, India. The key objective for Unit 2 is to assess the economic benefits of peace through sustainable resource management and peace building. When we mention the word conflict, the picture of war, violence, and hate come to the mind of people. This picture depicts war, which actually is a poorly managed conflict. Conflict is the expression of inevitable disagreements due to our differences. Conflict management allows us to reduce the cost while harnessing the benefits. Let us learn how to build peace with better resource management. Economic sustainability, which means optimizing society's well-being, economic equity, and eradicating poverty through the creation of wealth and livelihoods, equal access to resources, and the optimal and efficient use of natural resources. Social political sustainability means promoting social equity and uplifting the welfare and quality of life by improving access to basic health and education services, fulfilling minimum standards of security, respect for human rights, including the development of diversity, pluralism, and grassroots participation. Environmental sustainability means the enhancement and conservation of the environment and natural resources for present and future generations. You are the future generation. You have the biggest stake in peace building processes. Peace building process includes addressing the factors that cause or exacerbate inequity, conflict, and violence, mitigating risk of conflict and preventing a relapse of conflict dynamic, transforming social, economic, and environmental systems so that they sustain progress and equitable opportunity. How can sustainable development contribute to peace building? The dynamic between sustainable development and peace building is cyclical. These are not mutually exclusive activities, but rather they are constantly interacting. For the most effective national sustainable development plans, we just need to capture some of the numerous opportunities to support conflict transformation. Development interventions can mitigate conflict drivers like social division, economic marginalization, lawlessness, spillover, poor or inadequate service, or natural resource access. It can improve local perceptions of security like through livelihoods development, reduction of environmental uncertainties, governance building, security and judicial sector reform. It can yield tangible peace dividends that helps build a constructive social contract between stakeholders like development outcomes such as poverty reductions, public service delivery. How can peace building contribute to development again? For example, peace building at any stage in a conflict can improve inclusion of conflict parties in decisions and policy making. It can readjust public perspectives towards long-term issues rather than short-term coping mechanisms. It can build confidence among all stakeholders, from civil society to government to donors and international organizations. Natural resource management is a catalyst in the peace building development cycle. Sustainable natural resource management can have mutually reinforcing development and peace building outcomes, which could be improve inclusion by incorporating remote and neglected locations into development programming, readjust public perspectives by educating stakeholders on the risks of overusage having long-term impacts, peace building confidence, build confidence by supporting user collaboration, mitigate conflict drivers by improving equitable natural resource access, improve local perceptions of security by developing and strengthening governance systems, and as we said earlier, yield tangible peace dividends by upgrading livelihoods and public health. Let us see what the way forward says. The midterm review recommend World Bank adapts its engagement on fragility, conflict and violence to a global context marked by overlapping crises by anticipating FCV challenges earlier and better, dynamically responding to challenging contexts, advancing the bank's private sector engagement, partnering for better development outcomes and building strong teams. Here is a financial toolkit to observe and take note. We shall discuss about it in detail later too. Let us watch a movie too. Here is time to think. Can you cite examples from various countries on how development has contributed to peace building? In this unit, you learn to understand the role of economic policies, international institutions, diplomacy, and negotiations in promoting peace and stability. To analyze case studies of post-conflict countries to understand how peace can foster economic growth, job creation, and poverty reduction. And you have learned to understand how economic factors such as social justice, environmental stability, and inclusive growth can contribute to long-term peace and stability. Here are some readings for you to refer before we meet again. Take your time. See you.